to know about getting your Social Security disability benefits in Fort Lauderdale and why it's taking forever to get a hearing. Do you know that the Office of Disability Adjudications and Review has 8 different offices in Florida? And ODAR offices are where your hearing is held. It's really not the same office where you've applied for benefits. The Fort Lauderdale office is located at 500 East Broward Boulevard, 10th floor, Suite 1000. There are 37 judges there, and the administrative law judges there have a average of awarding or addressing 1.9 claims per day. Obviously that's, a number of cases, but not as many as we'd like to see. In fact, it's taking almost 14 months to get a hearing there. We'd like to get a quicker hearing and a quicker decision. Now, this office serves claims from Belle Glade, Cocoa Beach, Delray Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Melbourne, North Broward, Port St. Lucie, South Broward, Vero Beach, and West Palm Beach. The average time for a Social Security claim to get through this initial application stage and request for a hearing stage is 425 days in Florida. The reported time in Fort Lauderdale is 434 days. I think the wait's more like 547, as long as 730. But regardless, that number is too long. Now, the Fort Lauderdale ALJs have a reputation for being fair. They're not bound by the earlier decisions denying your claim, but they're going to apply that 5-step sequential evaluation that's used in a Social Security case to determine your entitlement to benefits. And they're going to come to an independent decision. Now, why is there a delay? Well, the delay is really caused by a number of factors. One is because of COVID, the case backlog got even greater. Second, staff left. And they left for higher wages that have resulted in fewer staff members who are able to look at the initial application and the request for reconsideration. It also takes time to train people, and that, of course, is resulting in the backlog. What's worse yet is Governor DeSantis in the Florida legislature has starved Florida DDS offices of the funding required to fully staff these offices. These offices are staffed by state of Florida employees. And so, unfortunately, you haven't been a priority for DeSantis or the legislature. And as a result, you've got a delay. Ultimately, this case is going to end up in front of an administrative law judge if your claim's been denied at both stages. And the judge's staff is responsible for preparing your claim and scheduling that hearing. Once again, staffing issues are impacting the timing here. It's just taking longer to get a hearing. The lack of staff, the lack of funding to hire, the lack of the ability to timely train staff and have them continue to work on claims has contributed to the delay. So what should you be doing in this period of time? You should continue to get medical treatment, obviously, but it's time to hire an experienced Social Security disability attorney. The statistics show that your chances of getting your benefits are greater if you have an experienced attorney. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to interview you. They're going to review your records. They're going to look at your work history. They're going to develop a winning strategy. And that means that they may request additional medical records, that you get additional treatment, and that you give your doctors residual functional capacity forms that will document your restrictions and limitations. And of course, they should be preparing a memorandum of law for the judge to address the 5-step sequential evaluation. I, for example, will prepare my clients for a hearing by showing them a video about what happens at a hearing. We go through what I call the direct examination video to understand the questions you're going to be asked and how to truthfully answer those questions. And of course, I will be there with you during the course of the hearing, making sure that your story is told accurately and completely, and that the vocational rehabilitation counselor who might be there is going to be thoroughly cross-examined. You can see it takes a team to get your disability benefits at every stage of a case. If you need help with your Fort Lauderdale Social Security disability claim, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation. I can represent you regardless of where you live in the state of Florida.